Good evening, I'm Femi Longe.
And I'm Roberto Lewis. Here's tonight's top story. This morning was the time to fall back for daylight savings, so people got an extra hour of sleep. However, to sleep even better, set your clocks ahead to January 2021.
On Thursday, Georgia Democratic gubernatorial candidate Stacey Abrams was joined on the campaign trail by Oprah Winfrey. As a result, everyone who attended Abrams' rally got a free governorship of Georgia just by looking under their seat.
In response to Oprah's campaign stop, Vice President Mike Pence said of Georgia, "This ain't Hollywood." And he's right, because filming actually happens in Georgia.
In an interview with Vanity Fair, Michael Cohen said that President Trump has used racist language in private. So Trump talks the same in public?
Yeah, okay. A new study finds that Republicans are more likely to fantasize about infidelity, and Democrats are more likely to fantasize about S&M. Meanwhile, Green Party voters are more likely to fantasize about being invited to participate in the survey at all.
Yeah, fair. All right, 17 women were arrested in Saudi Arabia for having a Halloween party. Each of them was dressed in the scariest possible costume. A woman stuck living in Saudi Arabia.
That's right. Everyone's favorite, Megyn Kelly, says that for $10 million, she'll sign a confidentiality agreement with NBC about her time there. NBC replied that if they knew they could pay Megyn $10 million to not talk, they would have done it a year ago.
And now, where hard news meets Hollywood, here with the entertainment news is chimney sweeper Colin Wigglebottom.
Lucky can be. Jim Jiminy, Jim Jiminy, Jim Jim Jim. Good luck will rub off when I shake hands with you.
I've got a bum that's made for wiggling up chimneys. Kanye West said in a tweet on Tuesday that he's distancing himself from politics and focusing on creativity. So he's doing what the Democrats did decades ago, but adding creativity. Oh, you Yanks better get out and vote. HBO will now require an intimacy coordinator to be on set every time a sex scene is shot. So Game of Thrones has just hired 100 intimacy coordinators. Oh, that's a lot of chimneys being swept. Ariana Grande has inked over one of the matching tattoos she got with Pete Davidson. The procedure took longer than Ariana's actual relationship with Pete Davidson. Oh, that's mean. Short relationship energy. 50 Cent said he bought 200 tickets to a Ja Rule concert, so the seats would be empty. But the joke's on 50 Cent, because in 2018, seats at the Ja Rule concert were going to be empty anyway. Oh, this theatre needs a little bit of a sweeping.
Thank you, Mr. Wigglebottom. According to a new study, adolescents who give up marijuana see an immediate improvement in their cognitive function, commented an adolescent who recently quit smoking pot.
Man, I've never been able to think more clearly about how much I love weed.
A 5-year-old tested positive for meth after trick-or-treating. In fairness, though, he was in costume as an American from a rural town.
IHOP plans to introduce a holiday Grinch menu that includes green pancakes. The green pancakes will be offered until a new shipment of non-expired batter arrives.
An iceberg that split off from an Antarctic glacier is 5 times the size of Manhattan. However, it only has 3 times as many rats.
A mother in Missouri claims her 4-year-old son was the victim of a fight club held at St. Louis Daycare Center. Responded the owner of the daycare center.
Someone forgot the first rule, daycare fight club. Don't talk about daycare fight club, because you don't know how to talk yet.
Law enforcement fears that the East Coast-West Coast war is about to break out among rappers. But this time the beef will be over which coast is more unaffordable.
West Side for life.
Oh, yeah.
A woman in Texas has adopted a meat-based food plan after eating a vegan diet gave her wrinkles and caused her hair to fall out. However, now that she's no longer vegan, she's had to find something else to talk about all the time.